Hey Cheryl, this is Andrea, and I thought it might be easiest just to send you a little screen record of my blog inside Squarespace, inside my website, so that you could kind of see how this works. And I wish that somebody had done that for me. So I'm hoping this is just helpful for you to give you a little glance as to how the whole blog thing works when you have Squarespace. So as you saw in my email, the templates that I recommended for you are ones that feature your blog as your homepage. And that is not the case. This is my website. And of course, my blog is not the main focus of my website. So it's not my homepage. But I just wanted to show you how the blog part of it works. So I've just logged into my Squarespace account and it pops me into my website. And so I can see what it looks like live here. But I also have this menu here over to the left. And that's where you would actually be going in to edit your blog. So I'm going to navigate over to my blog page and just click on this. And of course, you again would have probably less websites on your actual, or I'm sorry, less pages on your website. But let me show you the difference. I'm going to pop over here and pull my blog up because I've got it styled a little differently than it looks behind the scenes. So if you go to my blog, I have just a list of my topics here, and then you can see what I've tagged them with. We're going to talk about tags and categories. I do not spend a lot of time doing graphics for my posts because I do so much other design work, and that's something you'll want to consider when you start the blog, whether or not you want every post to be reflected with an image or you want them to just be reflected with text. And so, for example, if we pull up somebody like, let me look at the Ellen Company website, and if we look at her blog, she has, again, this is also a Squarespace site, but she has an image for every blog post. And you see a headline, the image, and then a little bit of text, and then a read more links. So there are going to be a lot of different choices you have on how you actually display the blog. So that's something to consider when you go in. But so this is what mine looks like live. But when I go behind the scenes, you can see over here, I have all my blog posts. And when I'm ready to make a new post, I just click on this little plus sign. I can also duplicate an existing post, which is nice. It's just a little shortcut, but I'll show you the long way because you'll see even it is a pretty short process. I'm going to click on the plus sign and it gives me this editing post window. I literally just would enter my post title up here. And then I can click here and edit all my text I want to add. The great thing here is I can also copy and paste. So say you are at work and you have a little bit of a break and you just want to pull up Microsoft Word and do some typing of your post, you could have all those typed out and then just copy and paste them in here. So for this example, I'm just going to use some dummy text. So I'm just going to copy here and come back over and paste my text. So now I've got my blog post text. I can add pictures in here really easily. I can just click on image, go here and add a picture. So just choose a photo here. And then I've got a lot of choices on how that photo looks. But we'll just put it in as just a regular picture here. That's kind of I picked a large file there, so take just a second, but that'll pop that in. And then I can drag that around. Definitely want to consider when you're doing blog posts, you want to do a lot of headings and subheadings. People do tend to skim blog posts depending on how long they are. So instead of just having all your text, you'll have some easy options here. So if I wanted this to be sort of a subheading, I would just highlight and I could come up here and say, okay, I want that to sort of be a subheading versus like a bigger heading here. If I do a heading 2, let's see. Oh, I think those were both 2s. If I make this a heading 1, it's going to make it, bigger, and I can bold it so I can really break up my blog post there. So it's just as easy as copying and pasting into that box, or just typing in the text. Now in the email, I talked to you about tags and categories, and those are going to be really important. I know as you showed me your list of draft blog posts, which by the way, totally inspired me to get my monthly content planned a little bit better than I do. You're going to want to tag them and add categories so that you can display them. So for example, your kids corner, those, maybe all of those will be tagged with the category of kids corner. And then if somebody just wants to see those posts all together, we could set it up so that they could see just that list versus, couponing post, or you can also tag a post with the words money. So anything that has to do with money, even maybe if it's a kids corner post, but it talks about how to save money buying crafts, you would also tag it with the word money. So you'd want to kind of think through that. And those are real easy to set. You just literally click on the plus sign and you can see I have a couple categories here, or I can create a new one, and the same thing with the tags. You can turn comments on or off and moderate those so that you have to approve them before they're public, or you can just let anybody comment. You can save this as a draft to come back and work on it later, or you can also schedule it for a future date. So we just click here and you could go ahead and schedule maybe a week's worth of post, and they would post automatically for you. So that's a great little feature. Under options, you can set a thumbnail image for the post. Again, with some of those templates, that's what's going to show. Add some excerpt text here. And you can tag it with the location so that that really helps people find your blog on Google when you've got a city and state at least attached to the post. That will give you some good SEO results. And then you can link your social accounts to this. So if you wanted these blog posts to publish automatically to your Facebook page, you would just toggle this switch on. And whenever you hit save and publish, it's going to automatically create a Facebook post for you. So that saves you one step there. So if I were going to post this, I would just come down here and say save. Because I have scheduled, or if I was going to post it live, I would say published and save. Now, in this case, obviously, I'm not going to do that because this is live on my website, but I'll just save this as a draft, and I'll just hit save here. So now you can see over here, I have that tagged as a draft, and I can go here and review all of my drafts. Or I could see if I had all of my posts scheduled here. So it's really easy in Squarespace. That's what I love about it. There are no plugins. There's nothing to update on Squarespace because this is a cloud-based program. You can access it from any computer as long as you have internet. And like I said, I think it'd be really important for you to have a really professional and modern homepage, and with the blog being the center of that content, but you can also have a nice about page that talks about you, and so people can see you and have that credibility too. So I hope that's helpful for you. You also see this purple bar up here. This is called an announcement bar, and that's another feature of Squarespace. I can real quickly go in and change that announcement bar, and I can make that say whatever I want it to, and then I can link it. So if you are really pushing a certain post, or hey, new post up today, people could click right there, and you would tell it where that link would go. You could also send them to your Facebook page. So that's just another little quick feature. So a lot of room to grow with Squarespace. I think it's really affordable. They have great support if you do get stuck doing something, but hope this is helpful for you. And if you have any other questions, let me know. But just wanted to give you a quick peek around.